Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 1. And that goal of Vinicius Jr. has seen a side which goes by names of Liverpool being slayed down in Paris. And as we speak right about now, the champions of Europe are Real Madrid. Congratulations, Real Madrid, for winning your 14th Champions League trophy in there for you. They have really put up spirited fights ever since this Champions League started. When you look at how it happened way back in the group stages, they never even had a chance because a team beat them way away, and they really came up and really put up a fight because they were with Inter Milan and other teams in that group, and they really put up a fight and they got back to winning ways. And guess what? They played PSG, they knocked it out. They knocked out Chelsea, they knocked out Man City, and they've come up all on a team which goes by the names of Liverpool, and they've beaten it by 1-0 in a game where Liverpool had a lion's share of domination over a side which goes by names of Real Madrid, but Carlo Ancelotti just pressed his buttons right. Remember, he has won his fourth Champions League trophy, and the only manager who had only won 3 is Zinedine Zidane, and he won them with Real Madrid. Then later, he comes in and wins it for a side which goes by the names of Real Madrid. Congratulations, Ancelotti. Congratulations in there for a side which goes by the names of Real Madrid, because this is a well-deserved win. If there is a sweet win, this one is sweet, because in a season where no one gave you a chance, you come up and turn things around, and you are the big guru, and everyone is talking about right now that you are the best team in the world. That is something great for a man who goes by names of Florentino Perez. Losing out on players like Sergio Ramos, your captain, losing out on Rafael Varane. Those two players were so much important and so much pivotal into the success that Real Madrid had really laid for the previous years. Even when they won the Champions League 3 times in a row, these players were so much in here, and they really gave Madrid a very good cover in there for you. When you look at Carlo Ancelotti, he has won 2 Champions League with Real Madrid, 2 Champions League as a coach with Milan, and 2 Champions League as a player with Milan. What a coach who has gone down in history. Do you know all what that means? 2 Champions Leagues with Real Madrid, 2 with AC Milan, and 2 Champions League as a player. Only one to win title in all top 5 leagues. Therefore, that is another yardstick that most of you really need to come into and do the needful. On the screen in here, I'm seeing Raul Gonzalez. You remember he was the Prince of Bernabeu, and he's one of those players that really did great at Real Madrid, and he was putting on shirt number 7. He is taking the trophy to where they're really going to give it to the players of Real Madrid in there for you. But Real Madrid invested a bit less than 40 million euros fee to sign Thibaut Courtois in there, and now he is the man of the match. I'm going to talk about that also. Lots of things are really flying onto my Twitter, and that's why I'm really so much divergent onto this match, because lots of things are supposed to be talked about and tackled, because this is not a day that is unusual. A Real Madrid team that no one gave a chance has come out and beaten Liverpool. Liverpool had everything in their favor. You might say I'm lying. Most of you will say, no, they never had everything in their favor. Let me show you that Liverpool had everything in their favor. When you look at the stats of the entire 90 minutes played, Liverpool have registered very many shots on target. They created very many chances, but they were not given a chance by a side which goes by names of Real Madrid in there, especially that goalkeeper who goes by names of Thibaut Courtois, whom they signed from Chelsea. When you look at those stats in there for you, you cannot really say that Liverpool never deserved to win this game, but they never really buried their chances at the back of the net. 24 shots, Real Madrid had only 4. 9 shots on target, Real Madrid had only 2. 54% ball possession by Liverpool, 46% by a side which goes by the names of Real Madrid. 591 passes completed by Liverpool, 513 passes completed by Real Madrid. 88% pass accuracy by Liverpool, 82% pass accuracy by Real Madrid. 13 fouls by Liverpool, 7 by Real Madrid. 1 yellow card by Liverpool to win to Fabinho, and 0 to Real Madrid. 0 red cards, 1 offside for Liverpool, 4 for Real Madrid. 6 corners by Liverpool, two corners by side, which goes by names of Real Madrid. Now, when you look at everything that is so much required for a team to go in front and win this game of football, guess who was ahead? Liverpool. 24 shots, 9 shots on target, and 5 of those were saved by Thibaut Courtois. And those 5 shots were directed to the goal of Real Madrid by Mohamed Salah. And Mohamed Salah really saved, Thibaut Courtois denied Mohamed Salah. It looked like Mohamed Salah's brain was everywhere in Thibaut Courtois' hands, because every time every time Mohamed Salah tried to go in and really register a shot on target, it never went to the back of the line. It never crossed the goal line, and it went directly into the hands of Thibaut Courtois. And especially in the second half, leave alone those first 3 shots on target in the first half. For those, they are not so much clinical, and Mohamed Salah never had yards of space to go and do his thing. But in the second half, the 3 shots he had on target, oh my God, most of those were world-class saves that were pulled up by Thibaut Courtois in there for you. He is a revelation. He is a revelation to me. He's my man of the match, and he has been ever there when he has been called for to save a side which goes by names of Real Madrid. I've had his post-match interview. He has said that he came into this game knowing that he has a lot of huge history behind him. And when you look at how things are really going on for him, it's really a very good day for him, because he knows that Real Madrid have won 13 Champions League trophies. And no team in the world has gone ahead to do that. And now they have won the 14th in there for you. They had won 13 before they came into this finale. After winning this final, they've won 14. That's a tally that is going to be very hard for other teams really to match, because the likes of Liverpool are having 6, Bayern Munich are they having 9. You get, so I think the only team near Madrid is Bayern Munich, and we don't know when they're really going to get back in there for you. But let's talk about Carlo Ancelotti. Carlo Ancelotti, those of you that don't know him, he was one of those legendaries that has really gone past all the ages. He was there in the days of Sir Alex Ferguson, Arsene Wenger, Fabio Capello, Allegri's, Von Goran Eriksson, the days of which other coach? Benitez. But when you look at all those coaches that he was coaching with during that era, most of them have phased out in the modern game of football. They are no longer really so much impactful in this game of football. Even when they give them the job, they are sacked because they can no longer match the levels. But this man was at Everton last season. He was at Everton, and they signed him from Everton, and they took him to the side which goes by names of Real Madrid. No one gave him a chance, because the only player he brought in was Eduardo Camavinga, if at all I'm to remember very well, and he trusted his central defense, because Rafael Varane left, Sergio Ramos left, and he said, all right, I'll try to use Alaba to play that central defense. Militao to and Nacho will come in and help me out, and Carvajal to help me and stretch out on the right back. And his midfield was just strengthened with a man who goes by the names of Camavinga. And Camavinga really came up to and did the needful in there for you. And one of the things that have really driven Real Madrid to the level that most of us have seen it go are these 2 players, Vinicius Jr. and Benzema. Every time Real Madrid needed them, they've been there, they've done the needful in there for you. And that does not really downplay the efforts of Liverpool. Liverpool have really done lots of things, and they've done lots of things in there for you, and they are really doing great in here in the Champions League. But trust me, the only difference for this game was, when you get your clear chance, how do you convert it? You get it? Liverpool created very many chances, but they never got one to convert it in the back of the net. But a side which goes by the names of Real Madrid got 2 shots on target, and they put 1 in the back of the net, and that is so much clinical. I'm looking at a man who goes by names of Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale is here, and he's really going ahead to be drawn into that Champions League medal. Remember, he has 3 with Real Madrid. He has won the 4th one, and he said he's not going to return to Tottenham Hotspur, and he said, I'm staying at Real Madrid to come in and fight for my number, and he has done it. And guess what? He has really gone ahead to do the needful. Karim Benzema has been a revelation. I've really come out and really disagreed with very many people that Ronaldo was obstructing him. I told them, but Ronaldo left in 2018. Ever since then, Karim Benzema has not had a season like the one he has just had this time round. And trust me, most people will come out and say, no, he really needed to cop up in there for you. But he has really lifted himself up on a Madrid that was so weak. When you look at the Madrid that was there when Ronaldo just left, this Madrid was so up to standard. They really had that, like Eden Hazard, Vinicius Junior was struggling to come into the team. Isco was still doing his magic in there for you. But right now, Madrid has been at its weakest, and remember, they really failed to reinforce their squad because of the economic situation after COVID. That's why you saw they really had to sell off players like Rafael Varane. They had to sell off Rafael Varane. They had to really deny Sergio Ramos a new contract because he wanted £200,000 a week and they couldn't afford it. And they had to offload people like Odegaard. You get? They really had to offload players in here to see to it that they really make it to where they are. And trust me, this has been the weakest Madrid side I've seen, and it has beaten, to me, the strongest team in the world. To me, the strongest team in the world is Liverpool. Liverpool is the strongest team in the world. To me, you might not agree with me. I don't support Liverpool. I support Manchester United. But trust me, Liverpool is the strongest team in the world. When you look at the quality they have from goal, look at their fullbacks. Arguably, they're the best in the world. Their central defense, they have one of the best central defenders in the world who goes by the names of Virgil van Dijk. Look at their midfield. It's Thiago Alcantara, Fabinho, Jordan Henderson. They are really good. They are really good. You get? But they faced a side which was really so weak, according to me. If I'm really putting Real Madrid and putting them to the scale of where they're supposed to be, Real Madrid has been at its weakest, and Carlo Ancelotti has all the credit he deserves. He has outsmarted Jurgen Klopp. To me, I really believe that one of the reasons as to why Liverpool was beaten is late substitutions. I really believe he really took long to shift from a 4-3-3 to a 4-2-3-1, because when he brought on Diego Jota, he remained with a forward three of Sadio Mane, Salah, and Jota. Now, when they conceded a goal, what he did was to take off Jordan Henderson and Thiago Alcantara. Then he brought in Naby Keita to play into the double midfield pivot with Fabinho. Then Firmino was playing as a central attack midfielder, and Mohamed Salah was playing as a wide right midfielder in the attacking role. And guess what? Sadio Mane was playing on the left flank and Jota was leading the line. And when he turned to that formation, Liverpool really started to contain a side which goes by the names of Real Madrid and created very many chances. And though they failed to convert them, I really believe that if at all that was there for like 30 minutes in the 60th minute, I think Liverpool would have gone for it. And secondly, Liverpool had taken over the first half. The entire first half was in their hands, and in the second half, they sat back and waited for what Real Madrid had to do for them. And this is what they did to them, and they beat them hands down in there for you. But obviously, in every game of football, shocking news always happens. Liverpool fans all over the world are shocked, but to me, as a Manchester United fan, I'm sorry to say I'm happy for you not to win, because you guys are really so much doing and going away from Manchester United. So the trophy parade is not going to be cancelled. It's today in England. Liverpool are going to make their trophy parade. Remember, they won 2 trophies, the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. Then later, they thought that they could go in for a quadruple. They really put Man City to a chase until the last day of the Premier League. That's when Man City won the Premier League. Liverpool again had to go on and play the Champions League, and they have been beaten by Real Madrid. And very unlucky side, because the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup that Liverpool won come after the Champions League and the Premier League. And the most 2 previous trophies in European football have not gone to Liverpool's side, yet they've pushed until the end of the game. So that is something that Liverpool is going to work upon, and I really believe that they're really going to go out in the market, and they're really going to be so much aggressive in the market. They are going to be so much aggressive in the market. And I'm seeing here Marcelo. He's the most decorated Real Madrid player of all time. He has won very many trophies with Real Madrid, and that is Marcelo for you. And I really believe that he's enjoying his day in there, the side which goes by the names of Real Madrid in Paris. And they've won it, and they deserve it. And this is what they should go on and do the needful. Football culture, to me, that's the tweet tonight. That is a man who goes by the name of Fabrizio Romano. He has really gone ahead to credit him on the good work he has done today on the field of play. And Carlo Ancelotti, this is what he said after the game. Carlo Ancelotti had this to say. I really want to put it out on your screen. I really want to put it on your screen. This is what Carlo Ancelotti really had to say as the manager of a side which goes by names of Real Madrid. He said, "Trust me, I can't believe that Thibaut Courtois did tonight. Guys, unbelievable." And yes, this guy is unbelievable. The saves he really made, were out of his reach, because he's not known as a person who really comes in and really does lots of saves in the game. But this time round, when they needed him, he really had to come in and show up at the field of play in there for you. So today, Real Madrid are the champions of Europe and they're the best team in the world. Celebrations are all over, and to me, Thibaut Courtois has been a revelation. Vinicius Jr. has been involved in 10 Champions League goals this season, more than a top talent in there for you. And remember, he's just 21 years of age, and Real Madrid, if at all they reinforce, they're really going to be one of those teams in there for you that are really going to be up for a competition in there. So let's wait and see what happens after this. We are really going into the transfer. The Nations League is back, but you're not going to be so much into it. I'm sure that most of you are really so much focused on the transfer news in there for you. Congratulations, Real Madrid, for beating Liverpool in there for you. Liverpool were really good in this game. They had a lion's share of almost everything that was positive in this game, but they failed to come out and really convert their chances. That's where it hurts most in the game of football. I sign out for now. See you later. This is the